With summer drill programs underway in Canada's north, investors are eyeing what may be a new northern gold rush. Among other participants, Ethos Gold has reported noteworthy results from its first set of reconnaissance drill holes at the Betty property in the Yukon, including a number of new discoveries with values ranging between 0.6 and 29.8 grams of gold per ton, at a 41.1 meter section grading 2.6 grams per ton.
The latest news out of the field for Ethos Gold is very, very exciting for us because we've been working for the last year up in the campsite trying to identify and understand where it would be best to start a drilling program. We are doing a lot of recce drilling currently with an RC rig. The reason is because we just simply can't get enough information off the surface. And so through our trenching program and prospecting program last year, it seemed fairly spectacular that we could come up with those types of drill results, mineable widths, with the first 22 holes that we reported to the public.
Freeman sees a probability that Ethos will achieve success similar to that of neighboring Kaminak Gold Corporation. Kaminak has reported 10 separate and closely spaced gold anomalies with values ranging up to 36.29 grams of gold per ton over 3.5 meters, and is currently at work on a 50,000 meter summer drill program.
Kaminak's just to the west of us. They're on our border. We picked a property up from Sean Ryan, so did Kaminak. We've drilled an area known as the Betty or the Mascot Creek zone, which is very similar to their Sugar zone, which they'll be drilling this year. So we know that the granites are paying. There is gold in the granites. What we want to do is look in the schists like Kaminak's been doing, and we want to start drilling in the schists as well. Kaminak's having a lot of success with their coffee discovery. However, they are also having success in other types of geology on the property as well. So we are not just a granite diorite type discovery. There's a lot of other prospects within the property boundaries of the Betty property itself.
Ethos Betty property is on the south side of the Yukon River, a factor Freeman likes.
You know, being on the south side of the river, this is a very important aspect of what we're doing. And one of the reasons that I'm so happy with being in this Betty property is because we are on the south side of the Yukon River. There have been a number of discoveries along that trend over the years, and if you look at our website, it will show you some of the information about projects and properties on the south side of the Yukon. There's the Northern Free Gold discovery, 2.5 million ounces. Teck has a discovery, over 2 million ounces. Of course, what we found, Casino, copper and gold, they've had a large discovery over the years. I'm not sure what they're doing with it. I think they're coming out with a full feasibility this year. And then, of course, you've got the Kaminak discovery. And so these are all taking place on the south side of the Yukon River. The Yukon River is a large river, probably half a mile wide in some places, maybe wider. So to be on the north side of it, like Underworld was, is fairly prohibitive to getting in there and doing the kind of work that would allow it to produce gold in a short term. Being on the south side of the river and the developments that are going on infrastructure-wise, I think is very, very positive for the company. And so being in our position is a great place to be. You've had PEX with a discovery. They drilled some interesting holes last year. I'm not sure what they're doing this year, but now there's our discovery. So we're in a very interesting belt known as Coffee, which I think is a very giving belt, and probably one of the belts in the Yukon that has some of the treasures that people have looked for years and years and years.
Freeman also sees an improved understanding of Yukon geology, leading to better exploration results, a key factor driving growing exploration interest.
What's become very obvious about the Yukon is that any rock can be mineralized. It's quite amazing. But trying to understand it and trying to find the sources of it and the causes of it is what's now starting to develop in the Yukon. The fact that there was $300 million spent up there last year, and there's an awful lot of money being spent up there this year, is really exciting for Canada because it's giving us a new basic gold rush. And we haven't seen one of these in an awful long time.
As for the Betty, it has many of the earmarks of a significant gold property.
There are deposits in that part of the world that go to 15, 20 million ounces. On our property, Betty specifically, you have such a wonderful gold endowment. If you wanted to find another pogo type size deposit of the 8 to 10 million ounce size, I mean, those are the things you need to find those. You need a lot of gold, you need a lot of widespread gold, you need the confluence of a number of faults, you need a lot of these different aspects, and that's what we're seeing on the property. It's a very exciting time for companies like Ethos.
Ethos Gold trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol ECC, and in the US under the symbol ETHOF. For Financial Profiles, thanks for watching.